I cannot wait to talk about this album. I tell you,
Sam, how old are you? You just now getting that double album? You're like 25 years late.
better late than never sometimes.
Right? I guess better late than never.
Yo, I might leave certain hip hop discussion boards. These motherfuckers were trying to say DMX was a corny rapper.
Oh God, what group were you in?
So there's one on Facebook called
Oh
Real
Lord,
Hip Hop. All the time they be like, what the fuck? He's talking about
this
what kind of they say what kind of nigga just barks on the mic and shit. I'm like, are you
yeah.
serious?
I left Facebook 9 years ago. I ain't coming back. But they crazy. They weird on that over there. Niggas super
Never,
weird.
never, I
You don't
never
like DMX? What
change.
kind of hip hop at all? You don't like DMX? Well, who they like? Well, fucking Big John.
I guess they used to mumbling. You know what I'm saying?
Christian. I don't let rap people. That's not even ad libbing. That's just nothing.
Right.
Mumbling is not rap. That ain't rap, which is why I named my channel that because that ain't rap.
This week's gonna be a very interesting week for reviews. I tell you that.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna say for right now.
When is the next collection?
Either last week of August to the first week of September. You said what?
I got some heat. I got some heat already.
Yeah, I might slow down on CD buying until about maybe late July, early August. I don't know yet.
All vinyl shit. All vinyl. All vinyl.
Sam said Shaba ranks Mr. Loverman or Mad Cobra Flex. Ooh, I gotta go with Mad
Mm.
Cobra on this one.
Mr. Loverman.
Shaba.
Two classics. Two classics. So
Flex was like one of the first dance songs I've heard growing up. Honestly.
mm. Yeah, that was a big hit in it was a 92.
Yeah. Now I got a question for you.
That's good.
Who did the beat better, Matt Cobra or Buju Benton for Boom Boom Bitty Bot that song?
Matt Cobra. I like Matt Cobra's
Okay.
version. Yeah.
Okay. Boom Boom Bot. That's the song. I always fuck that shit up.
Boom, bye in the batty boy head.
Yes.
Yes. Classic.
Niggas
Classic
know.
Buju right
Niggas
there.
know.
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Buju did his thing on the beat too. I love the way he was flowing on that.
He did. He did. He was. Yeah. He was good.
I also love that Matt Cobra did with the Ghetto Boys, Dead in the Street.
Yeah. Dead End Street, right? That was dope.
That video was grimy as fuck.
Definitely.
You said Matt Cobra or Beanie Man? Mm, probably Cobra for me. I've heard more
Matt Cooper.
Cobra.
I mean, Matt Cooper.
So what's going on in the news? So I'm tired of hearing about this Jack Harlow shit. Uh,
You
and it's
see,
like
you see
people are
what
not.
I told you. Didn't I say this? I said if we don't preserve our culture, he is going to be the one people say in 10 years is the best all time. I said this on here.
You did.
You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. When this young generation don't know their MCs and they're gonna look at Jack Harlow like he would be the best. Okay, I'm not letting that happen.
Me
Fuck that.
neither.
Y'all gonna know who Black Thought
And
is.
you know what's crazy? I said like third base were more harder than Jack Harlow. And this is one slick motherfucker try to be like, well, third base had one black DJ. I'm like, nigga, I know third base had one black DJ, nigga. But if we're talking about the motherfucking rappers, I'm mostly referring to MC Search and Pete Nice.
Right.
Hell, that nigga from Beverly Hills 90210 was a way better right rapper
Mm-hmm.
than this nigga Jack Harlow. I don't
John
know.
Austin
That
King.
album, that album is mad underrated. I don't give a fuck what no one says.
I've never seen that out in the wild. I've yet
It's
to
a
see that
rare,
on vinyl or anything. Yeah,
it's a rare album.
I got a rare
And
album.
it had Jay Swift Far Side production on that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
come on.
Yep, the Slim Kid Trey.
Simply, yep, that
Yeah.
bing. Immortal Technique. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
One
Facts.
of the best conscious one of the best rappers, period. I don't give a fuck what no one
Mm-hmm.
says. That
Mm-hmm.
revolution, those first two revolutions were my favorite.
Right.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, not a fan of Jack Harlow. Nah, that before social media they were hating on that song from Buju. It just was like he was talking about attacking gays and he had the gay community mad at him for that. But that was way before social media was ever existed. Then I was probably like my first time listening to Buju with that song. Oh yeah, they way better. Ill Bill just dropped a new album. Ill Bill, Milkbone, there's so many. Vinny Paz, Slane, Necro,
Beastie Boys,
Nems, all of them were fire. All of them were better. Everlast,
Everlast, yes.
you know.
Hell, Beastie Boys, come on now.
Yeah, Beastie Boys, yeah. Hall of Famers, you know. There's a
But
lot.
this Mr. Tumnus motherfucker wants to call himself the best. And that's the thing. I don't we our culture never does the best hardest black rapper. We never do the stupid shit.
We don't need to. It's
We
from the
don't.
streets. We don't do that.
Don't do that fucking
It
shit.
started
Nah.
in the BX. BX is not suburban. That's not a suburban area. You know what I'm saying? That is as ghetto as it comes. So, we don't need to do that with our artists because we know our artists is from the streets.
Right. I might start about 5 more minutes. Just about to send this email. Sam said, I consider Beastie Boys punk rockers. I mean, they originally started off as a punk rock group, but
They
they
started
became
off
hip
as
hop.
that. They haven't done punk rock since before they got the Def Jam deal. It's been decades. They don't do that no more.
You know what's crazy, Christian? This is interesting. He said, I blame social media trying to cancel KRS One for 13 and good sensitive ass bitches. They didn't start doing that shit after he defended African Bambaataa.
Right.
That's the thing. Because if you listen to those lyrics, it's a storytelling song where he's trying to warn motherfuckers, be careful about these girls being teenagers. He's not advocating pedophilia. You know what I'm saying? And that's like one of my favorite tracks with Sex and Violence. I'm not gonna hold you.
They can't cancel legends like that. That's a legend.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If he wants to take the side of Africa, first of all, Africa Mbada is not charged with anything. That's rumors. He's not locked up. He hasn't been charged officially with anything. Who knows if that shit is true? You know what I'm saying? R.
Yeah.
Kelly's a different story. Like he is charged. He is in prison for what he did. If Karis One is back in Africa Bambaataa, that's his prerogative to do it. I don't think
Exactly.
people should look at him with a side eye because he's standing by the side of his friend. His friend hasn't been charged with anything. It'd be one thing if he was charged and he was locked up for this shit. He's not. That just people just talking and how they know they were there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna follow what everybody else think because of whatever, because of a bunch of rumors. That's you know what I'm saying? That would be stupid.
Exactly. And that's what social media does, man.
You know, I'm not gonna cancel. I ain't canceling KRS One because he wants to stand. He wants to stand. To at the side of African Bambaataa. If something comes out about Reg tomorrow, are y'all gonna turn your back on him because some woman or somebody said something? I'm not doing that.
Look at what they're doing to Jonathan Majors.
Right? Exactly. Lost his agent. He probably get kicked out of Marvel and all that.
I thought he already did. Because they're talking about replacing him
I
later
don't.
in
I
the
haven't
show.
heard nothing about it though.
Oh wow.
You know, trying to ruin that man's career over what somebody said.
It's a deadly game, I tell you. Okay. And you said you got these albums, right?
Yeah,
All right. The only Shalamar album you got.
the good one.
Yeah, that album's coming soon for me.
That's good, Kaya.
Hey, Kyle. All right, I'm about to send this email and then we about to go. But yeah, man. What else is going on? So, Jermaine Dupri recently said he has some unreleased joints to play if him and Puffy do go at it for verses.
Yeah, I'm picking JD to win anyway. So unreleased, released, it don't matter. I still think he's gonna win.
We haven't had a verse in 8,000 years and shit, man.
Swizz is definitely. They definitely. I see. They definitely gonna change that shit. He already
They
said
are.
it. There's gonna be people that's gonna be mad. Yeah, he said that they making changes for it. It's gonna. I could see it being like some Dances with the Stars type of shit. It's gonna be like
Oh,
that big,
God.
the TV. Yeah, it's gonna be that big. That's why it taking so
Should
long to
just
bring it back. The fact that he said people are gonna be mad means it's gonna be totally different than what we know versus used to be.
they have rock artists now and shit.
They might do that. They might need to do that. They might need to have Shakira's and Taylor Swift's and artists like that.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a
And
good rock.
to give it a broader audience, they might need to do that. You know.
Exactly. All right, I'm ready to start whenever you are, brother.
Let's go.
In the building, I got my homeboy Try with me.
You know.
Yes, and if you guys have been living under a rock, this is our Artist Sunday, and now we're going to talk about what many people consider the best Shalamar album. And honestly, I'm kind of late in that bunch, but we'll talk about that. Friends. This album came out January 29th, 1982. produced by Mr. Leon Silvers, who I call the unofficial fourth member, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Shalamar consists of members Howard Hewitt, Jody Watley, and Jeffrey Daniels. The singles that this album was known for are A Night to Remember, I Can Make You Feel Good, There It Is, and Friends title track. You have some personnel like Leon Silver did some bass work. You had Foster Silvers also did some bass work. Kevin Spence on keyboard. James Ingram did some studio work on this album too. So yeah. All right. So when it comes to the Friends album, this is what I consider like the apex of their musical journey, in my opinion. This is the album that, in my opinion, is a highly candidate for their best album. Now, at first, I'm gonna be real with everybody. I have a slight confession. I recently heard this album about a month ago for the first time, all in full. You know what I'm saying? And everyone, it was like one of those albums. Everyone says, "Oh, this is amazing! It's amazing." I was still of the 3-4 Love fan. You know what I'm saying? Which I still consider that my second favorite album from them. You know what I'm saying? And you guys should definitely know that they did this album the same time they did the Underrated. And I say it's underrated, but other people might disagree with me. Cough, cough. But I'm joking. The Underrated Go For It. You know what I'm saying? Which I felt like that album definitely was not marketed as well. You know what I'm saying? It was not marketed as well when it came to this album and a 3-4 Love because Solar Records was going through some like label issues. They had to go through they were leaving RCA and they were about to join Elektra Records. You know what I'm saying? So they had to rush release that Go For It album. You know what I'm saying? Which these days, a lot of fans these days, that's still a pretty deep album. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a mixed feeling because there's some fans that say this is okay. You know what I'm saying? Then there's some other fans that pretty much love the album. So it's kind of like a slick divide, if you ask me.
Right.
And when I also consider this album, I consider this album to be the most interesting Shalamar review we're going to talk about because I consider this to be the last of the R&B era, yet I consider it to also be the beginning of the new wave era, which we'll talk more about that when we talk about The Look next week. You know what I'm saying? So, and the reason why I say this because it's like they definitely were like broadening out the musical landscape with this album because of the fact that they were starting to like really incorporate like a lot of like new wave textures when it came to this album. And then also too, they had a strong following in the UK, like certain songs like beginning with like Take That to the Bank became like more, I mean, they were still popular in the USA, but they had a more following in the UK, you know what I'm saying? So this led to Jeffrey Daniels going to England for that show Tops of the Pops, which that's like the English version of American Bandstand if you want to be technical and shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's when he was doing like those like breakdancing moves. And this is where you had the moonwalk performed on television for the first time, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Because that they didn't call that the moonwalk at that time. They called that more like the backslide. And Jeffrey Daniels, he's always said that he taught MJ how to moonwalk and stuff like that too, which there's like a lot of controversy when it comes to like some of how moonwalk, because honestly, they've been doing the backslide for years, you know what I'm saying, when it came to dancing. But niggas didn't call it the moonwalk until like the early 80s, because the Mass Appeal wanted to make a label on our culture, but that's a different story for a different day. Now, it's kind of crazy too because it's just like around this time too, the internal tensions when it came to the group was also reaching a boiling point. Howard didn't get along with Jody and Jeffrey. Jeffrey and Jody was going through it. You know what I'm saying? They were talking about money issues. Like I said before, I did a whole Wider Beef episode on that, so you guys can go out and check that shit out. You know what I'm saying? So, and yeah, man, at this time, they were definitely at the peak of their powers. You know what I'm saying? They got away from that disco sound and had took on like a more contemporary R&B kind of feel to it when it came to their music. You know what I'm saying? And dare I say, this is actually I consider this album now to be like my favorite Shalamar album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we'll talk more about that when we talk about the song. So I love the album cover. Definitely a very dope album cover with them with the instruments.
Yeah.
Um, better album covers than like the Big Fun album cover. You know what I'm saying?
Way
So
better. That's Jordan looking real sexy on this album cover too.
yes, yes, most definitely. Yes, man. I cannot wait to get the album in my collection. I really
Mm-hmm.
cannot wait to get that.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So this album has about 10 songs, and we're gonna start with what many people consider like their signature song, including myself, "A Night to Remember." Very, very, excuse me, very great song in my opinion.
That is not the first song on the album though.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's Can I Make You Feel Good?
I'm looking at Wikipedia. They said "Night to Remember" is the first song.
No, no. Night to Remember is like the fourth song on the album. I don't know what track list the Wikipedia. I'm going by the vinyl. Vinyl is the fourth song.
Okay, well, we'll just go off the
You go
vinyl
by
then. It's all.
Wikipedia,
You said I heard it on Spotify too. "The Night to Remember" is the first song on Spotify.
but they must have re-released it like that.
Oh wow! So you got like the collector's edition.
Yeah,
Okay, shit.
this is the '82 OG press.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, let me pull up my notes. Hold on. Let me put my notes. All right. So you said what's the first song?
The first song is "I Can Make You Feel Good."
Damn, that's the last song on the album. What? Okay.
They on the OG is the first one. The second one is I just stopped by because I had to. The third one is I don't want to be the last to know. Fourth is A Night to Remember. Fifth is Friends. Six is On Top of the World. Seven is Don't Try to Change Me. Eight is There It Is. Nine is Playing to Win. And the last song is Help Me.
Yeah, that sequencing is way off. I kind of prefer no, because I feel like personally, "Night to Remember" was a great opener. But you
Right.
know what? We'll just go by the vinyl. And I guess.
I mean,
Like,
we can go by the Wikipedia version. I don't know. It's up to you.
Okay. Okay. I mean, we're going to talk about all the songs anyway, so it's not like
Okay.
we're missing anything. So fuck it.
Yeah.
All right. Jesus Christ! Wow. Okay. You learn something new every day. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so many people, including myself, to be the signature song "A Night to Remember." This is like one of their biggest tracks ever. Man, this is a very timeless track right here. I love the vocals. I love the horns they use on this project. This was written by Nidra Bird from Dynasty, Dana Mayers, and Charmin Silvers from the Silvers. Speaking of Dynasty, we definitely got to talk about them one day. But that's
Dynasty,
on
the
the
show?
no, the R&B group.
Oh. I'm about to say, I'll get my mom on there for that because she was into that
Nah,
shit. I was not into Dynasty.
yeah, man, that's another story for a different day. But so "Night to Remember" was definitely one of my favorites off this album. And it was then one of Jodie Watley's best lead vocal performances. You know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, this was actually one of the first major music videos by a black artist. You know what I'm saying? You know, and back in the day, people had like the promotional clips, but the video definitely had like more of a story to it and stuff. So this is definitely a favorite track of mine. I'm gonna be real with you. There's like 8 songs I consider a favorite, and it was hard picking a favorite song out of all the Shalamar albums. So
It was an actual
you're
good
gonna hear.
album. That's what.
So
Yeah,
yeah, "Night to Remember."
classic album. It was a big smash hit for them. The beat, the bass line, the singing with Jody and Howard, and they just killed it. You know what I'm saying? And it's been sampled so many times, and still, it's probably my favorite Shalamar record. I would say. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
yeah.
Definitely.
No,
All
that's not
right.
my favorite song on the album because you don't know me.
Yo, Dark, you be coming out with some of these.
Yeah. It's the
y'all,
hot takes. I don't get it.
y'all the hot takes, man. Shit. You know what? I got an idea, but I'm not gonna say that shit. Yeah, y'all just gave me an idea because y'all want the hot takes. I got y'all on the hot takes. But anyway, this might be Dirt Mouth's favorite song. Don't try to change me. Very great song right here. You know what I'm saying? With this track right here, they were still kind of like on the contemporary R&B, but with some funk textures to it. You know what I'm saying? So pretty great song. Um, hmm. This could have I could have even seen this song as a single, but that's another story. I don't know.
What song we doing again?
Oh, don't try to change me.
I'm trying. Yeah, that was a great song. Sampled by Black from that terrible Black album. Still don't understand
Wait,
that,
I thought
but
it was the other one. I don't want to be the last to
nah,
know.
it's this one. Nah, it's this one.
You
Was
sure?
it? Wasn't it this one?
I could have sworn it was I don't want to be the last to know.
Okay. So we doing "Don't Try to Change Me."
Yeah,
Man, they got a. I want to see that track listing that they re-released. That has to be on the re-release.
yeah. You
What
sure?
the
You
fuck?
know, you want to go to vinyl or what?
The vinyl. It's track 7. It's "Don't Try to Change Me" on the
Okay,
vinyl.
all
So,
right.
and the Wikipedia one is number 2 on there.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a dope song. Jody Watley did her thing on it. She did her thing on the track. I like the beat and the bass line on it, so it was dope.
definitely. All right. Track number 3, re-release version. Help me. What track is that on the vinyl version?
That's the last song.
That shouldn't have been the last song. They bugging.
Hey, well, this is 82, so they felt like it was the last song. That's why they put it the last song on here.
Okay, okay.
You
But this is Howard Hewitt solo track right here. You know what I'm saying? Again, a favorite of mine right here. A favorite of mine. I loved his smooth vocals. I loved his smooth vocals on this very enchanting R&B kind of track. Like I could see Earth, Wind and Fire doing some beat. Earth, Wind and Fire doing that. It kind of gave me Ray's feel. You know what I'm saying, from that 1981 album. Um, very great song in my opinion. One of my favorites off this album. Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a memorable track. Howard Hewitt killed it. Great strings on here and keys, the bass line. I think it would have been great as an album closer to me. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? You end off the album with a strong song that people remember. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I thought it was a great track.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know. I don't get last song. That I feel like
What
that song fit in the middle. You
what
know.
would you put as the last song on this album?
Mm,
Like to end it off on a high note. You know what
Friends.
I'm saying?
The title track.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the irony they call this album Friends, but what we're going through behind the scenes is a different
Right.
story. But I'm not gonna. Oh Lord, have mercy. Okay. All right. So track number 4 on the re-release version is "On Top of the World." Man. This song right here. Again, the best Shalamar songs are always done with the chemistry is always intact. You know what I'm saying? On top of the world. And they had that ding 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 kind of
Mhm.
sound, you know what I'm saying? Like this is a very great song. This is the kind of song like you can play when you're on like a road trip, you know what I'm saying? Like let's just say you're going to New York or some stuff like that. It kind of gives that night out in the town kind of feel, you know what I'm saying? So definitely a favorite of mine.
Oh yeah, I love the melody for that. Had a dope beat. Definitely a. Now that's one of my favorites on this album.
Yes. Yes, sir. Now next song. And this could be my favorite song on this album. Keyword. This one and another one. If I pick a favorite, this could be it. I don't want to be the last to know. Now, I remember when I heard this track for the first time, when I heard this album, and I was like, that beat sounds so familiar. That dun dun dun. I'm just myself like, I had to go on who my slow ass had to go on who sample, and I was like, oh, this is for me. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know that song was sampled because I didn't think that song would be sampled. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
like I mentioned today, we learn something new every day. And you gotta thank Shalamar for giving Black Poverty their biggest song. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So R.I.P. Latina Reed, by the way. But yeah, I don't want to be the last to know. Very great song in my opinion. It's just one of those songs where it's like a couple trying to get their shit together. You know what I'm saying? Kind of on the same vein or Love It in You, but a little bit more upbeat. That beat too is very, very, very. For 1982, it was very experimental because again,
Yeah.
it sounded like a pro New Jack Swing kind of song, especially with that drum machine pattern and stuff. Again, Shalamar, man, way ahead of the time with the instrumentation when it came to this track right there. You know what I'm saying? So again, Howard Hewitt did his thing on the lead vocals, and Jody and Jeffrey did their thing with the backup vocal. I don't wanna be the last. Very, very, very timeless track. A favorite of mine. I had to pick one.
They look really, really cozy and playful in the video for this.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they all dressed up. How we got the suit on, and Jody's all dolled up, and they look really. I don't know what happened, but they that must have been awful cameras. But I mean, the song is a
Got
classic.
it.
I love the beat. Really nice mid tempo sound, and yeah, this is a classic record.
Yes, definitely a classic record. You know what I'm saying? You learn like it's a thing. To think that Black sampled this joint right here too. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
But the only song I really like on that album, and
That one in 808 too
on
and shit.
808, right? That's it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Now the other track that I consider my favorite off this album, and this is track 6 on the re-release version, Friends. Wow, this is a very great song right here. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got that early 80s pop R&B feel to it with the bouncy bass line, the unison in the vocals, of course. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a very, very great song. This should have been a way bigger single, in my opinion. This should have been a way bigger single, but I feel like it did more success in the UK. It did more success in the UK than the US. But again, this was a very hot song. You know what I'm saying? Classic.
Had a nice disco beat, and you had Howard singing about having real friends and not the fair weather ones, and I think a lot of people could relate to that.
Right.
And even with the title of this album, Friends, it's like they wasn't friends. They clearly wasn't friends when they were making this album. You know what I'm saying? So the irony,
Right.
but it's a dope track.
Yeah. What's up, Alex? How you doing, boss?
It's good.
Yeah, man. And I think that it gives me like what's that one group? That one group. I can't think of that, but it's always that classic tale when you think everything is good in front of the scenes, but then once that one member leaves, it just catches motherfuckers by surprise and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, I can't think of the group right. Arrested Development. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Whew, that's a review on itself right there. But track number 7, Playing to Win. Now, this is a Jeffrey Daniels led track. And like I said before in the last review, I felt like his presence was beginning to get more and more elevated when he started singing lead on certain tracks. Now, he's no Howard Hewitt when it comes to like the male vocal. I'm going to be 100% real about that.
No Jody Watley Allah. He's just
Well, I was
Jeffrey.
Well, yeah, he's just Jeffrey. He's just Jeffrey.
Mhm.
But I feel like the songs that they do give him suits his voice, and I could say this for Playing to Win. You know what I'm saying? Just a nice little funked up kind of track, but it's not like overly funked, if that makes sense. So this is a very great track.
I think this song would have been better for Morris Day at the time. It has,
Really?
yeah, it has a Minneapolis sound to me. I mean, for me, I
Mm.
hear the time on it than Jeffrey. I don't think he could sing. I did think he was like the third member. You play your guitar or whatever, or do your moonwalk or whatever. But I don't think the song was for him. I think Morris Day would have killed this track.
That's crazy. I never really got Minneapolis sound from that, but interesting. Alrighty. Now we are at I just stopped by because I had to. This is pretty much like the only ballad on this album, and again, a favorite of mine. You know what I'm saying? This one featured the best person to ask for a ballad, Howard Hewitt. Something about Howard Hewitt, man. Like this might be vocally his best album. I'm gonna be real with you. You know what I'm saying? Again, the vocal unison between the group was what really made this project dope. You know what I'm saying? So this one is a favorite of mine. Love it. Classic song.
He killed it. Like vocally, a great ballad, real smooth. Um, I think it was definitely one of his best records on this album. That he vocally just did his thing on.
Right. Definitely agree with you about that. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because everyone always mentioned this is for the love in you, this is for the love in you, which
That
I
was good.
love that song. It's a great song. I'm not
Hmm.
denying that, but he has very other dope ballads. Even the first album he came out with, you know what I'm saying? He killed that first album, which I feel like is a very underrated
I
album.
think
Yeah.
I think for Howard, that song for Howard would be like when you hear El DeBarge and he when he did I Like It or Love
Yeah.
Me, that was like his standout song for that group. I think
Yeah.
um for the Loving You would be like Howard's standout song for Shalamar.
I agree. I definitely agree with you. That was his like magnum opus, you know.
That's the song that people are gonna remember you for. You know what I'm saying? Like when they perform it, they're gonna remember them for that song. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk the barge, I like it. Love Me. Those to me were like his standout songs for Elder Barge, and then for the Loving You would be Howard Hewitt, and so
Interesting. Okay. Definitely see your point about that. All right. Track number where we at? Track number 9 on the re-release version. There it is. Very, very, very great song. An underrated jam. You know what I'm saying? As these kids would call it these days, it's a bop. You know,
it's a bop.
bop, bop it. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let's stop. I'm gonna just stick with lit, honestly. But anyway, yeah. So, like I said before, they were kind of hinting the new wave aspects with this song, in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they still maintain the funkiness of this track too. Very, very, very great song, underrated.
Yeah, it was dope. I like the bass line on it, the beat. How it killed it. You
Yes.
know what's funny, yo?
What's
You know
up?
what's funny?
What's up?
The actual vinyl has the track listing from Wikipedia, but on the back of but on the back of the album, it's a different track listing. So they
So you
so
mean all? You
so
mean all
it's
the
some
time?
that Erica Badu did that with Mama's Gun too. She had the wrong
She
track
did,
listing on the back, and then on the actual CD is the right track listing. Why
and
did they
and
do
she,
that? Like they misprinted. They put it on the vinyl, but it's a misprint on the back of the album.
so all this time we were trying to play CSI with this vinyl and shit like that when we were doing the right track listing this whole
Yeah,
fucking
but
time.
the track listing should be the same as the vinyl though, and it's
It
not.
should be.
So why did they do that? Like, was it like a late press or something?
Who knows? The only motherfucker that did that shit brilliantly was Jizza with the Liquid Swords album.
That's right. He had the track listing on the back was jacked up too.
No, it wasn't jacked up. He told like a prologue, but he used
Right.
certain song name titles. So that was pretty clever. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you have to basically go by the CD booklet though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's when niggas used to read CD booklets and sleeves and shit. You know.
Interesting. So records, yo. Like this is why they went out of business. Make this shit right. So you gotta basically go by the you gotta go by the vinyl track listing, not the track listing on the back of the album, because it's wrong. Because it
Oh my
says
God.
like the first track was what? Well, first track was I Can't
Night
Make
to
You Feel
Remember.
Good. But the first track on side one on the vinyl is Night to Remember.
Night to Remember.
So I don't get it.
And I thought I was going crazy.
I just have to look at that. I'm like, why is it different on the back of the album cover? Crazy.
Hmm. Yeah, Peter Tosh legalized it. Oh no, you talking about something else. Never mind. But yeah, that's crazy. We were trying to play CSI.
Even on the sleeve, it's a different track listing.
What the fuck?
On the sleeve of it. On the sleeve, it's the same track listing as the back of the album cover. So the
Wow.
vinyl is the only thing that has the right track listing.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
All righty. Now the last song, fuck it, the last song, period. I Can Make You Feel Good. Very, very, very great song in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Again, you have like the typical formula for the great Shalamar song, unison vocals, upbeat song, you know what I'm saying? A very great breakdown. Very, very timeless track, very underrated.
Yeah, that was good. I like the beat for that. You know, the vocals. It's a strong album cut.
Definitely. All right. Excuse me. So that's pretty much the whole album. Overall, this is a classic R&B album. My favorite Shalamar album, period. You know what I'm saying? This is when everything worked out well, in my personal opinion. You had all the members doing their thing, you know, all the members doing their thing on the vocals, writing, production. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I get why everyone said this album was their magnum opus. You know, this is the 5 mic masterpiece, like one of the top R&B albums of 1982, in my opinion. Classic.
Yeah, definitely to me the best album. I just think the songs were better. You know, the production, and you had a lot of great songs on here. Night to Remember, I Can Make You Feel Good, Top of the World, Help Me. I don't want to be the last to know. It's just a lot better songs on this album compared to the other ones we talked about. So it's definitely 5 mics for me.
Right.
Salute, Unc. You know they jacked up the track listing on this album. If you have this on, I want to see what the CD look like. If anybody has the CD, I want to see if it's the same track listing because the vinyl track listing is off. It's not the same on the vinyl. The actual vinyl record is the right track listing. The back of the vinyl on the track listing is off. It's not the same.
Right.
And even on the vinyl sleeve, it's the different track listing. Crazy. That's why I fuck with physical because streaming, I don't know. I can't do streaming, man. Physical, it's like you find out all kind of shit when you have the physical copy.
Exactly. Alrighty. And like I said before, I know everyone cannot wait for the deal. That's gonna be next week. I have a lot to say about that album. No, wait, excuse me. What did I say? I meant the look. Excuse me. Have a lot to say about that album, but y'all can wait for that.
I wonder if Eric got this on CD. I want to see his track listing.
They got my nigga Eric again, man. YouTube criminals and shit, man.
Oh, they got him again?
Yeah, man.
What you all doing that you getting banned?
I don't know. I don't know what he did. I don't know. He's
What the
they
hell?
on that bullshit.
Oh man. Crazy.
Yo, Sam, I was literally just listening to Wu-Tang Forever last week. I can't both discs are bomb. I don't give a fuck what one says.
That's hard. The whole thing is a classic. I can't choose. I love both discs.
Right. All right. Got a few announcements I gotta make. So this week is gonna be a very interesting week, you know. Tuesday is gonna be the final part of the R&B list. You know what I'm saying? Ashley's gonna join us. It's gonna be Tuesday at midnight. So really can't wait to do that shit. It's been fun talking about this R&B list. Y'all put me on to a whole lot of dope albums and shit too. So yes, yes. All right. Wednesday we're gonna talk about a Southern group for the first time. And surprisingly, it's gonna be Black Eyed Peas with their very first album, Behind the
I thought
Front.
you didn't like them.
I never said I didn't dislike them. Certain
You
decisions that they made, I
certain
didn't like.
decisions like
But we're gonna
what,
talk.
bringing Fergie into the group.
No. Because my favorite album is the Fergie album. It's the Ella Funk album.
Okay,
Spoiler.
okay.
But that's like the last great album. Well,
I disagree. But you're not actually talking about an album with Fergie. You're talking about the one before.
nah. Yeah. Yeah.
So how much do you like them then? You're not talking about an album with
We
Fergie. You're talking about the one before that.
we gonna talk about that Wednesday. But all I'm gonna say about the Black Eyed Peas.
So you hold on. So you think they only got two good albums? That's what you're saying?
No. Like I said, I like pretty much the first three albums they came out with are pretty much my favorites. Monkey Business, I didn't care too much for. You know what I'm saying? The End had some joints though, but I'm not like a diehard fan of Black Eyed Peas. I can listen to them once.
That's one of their best albums was the E&D.
Yeah, I like that more than Monkey Business. That one grew on me. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
the Black Eyed Peas I like is like late '90s to Telephone. That's to me their most musically diverse period. But yeah,
And then they went back to that after Fergie left. They went back to that sound.
exactly.
But now they're doing like Bad Bunny shit, like reggaeton stuff.
And you know what's crazy though? Surprisingly,
What?
I like Fergie's solo debut album.
That was good. I do like it. That
I
was
like
good.
that album. Yeah, because I'm not the I hate Fergie bandwagon when it comes to Black Eyed Peas. I'm gonna be real with you right now because the first Black Eyed Peas songs I've heard was with Fergie,
Right.
but I don't like when they go too commercial, which we'll talk about
Well,
that
I mean
Wednesday.
that they went if they wasn't for so if it wasn't for them to go mainstream, nobody would know who they was. They went mainstream because when they added her. And
Right?
I remember I'm going way back. I remember her from the Disney days when she was doing the Disney shit. You
Oh,
know,
she was on Mickey Mouse.
Kids Incorporated back in the 80s. That's where I know her from.
Oh,
Yeah. They used to come
well,
on like Sunday mornings, I think. Like 7 a.m. I remember her from that era. You know
yeah,
what
I
I'm
didn't
saying?
care for that shit.
She's grown up and she did her own thing solo wise, good artist. And once they added Fergie in the group, they took off. Before then, they were underground. Nobody really knew who the hell they was. I mean, other than Easy E signing them. You know what I'm saying? So they took off once Fergie, but without Fergie, they wouldn't be where they at now.
I agree. And then Friday we're gonna do the Honeymooners breakdown at midnight. You know what I'm saying? Really can't wait to talk about that.
A great show
That's
that I
been
like.
that's been long awaited.
You know how Reg does? He does shows that I don't care for.
Nigga, I did Thundercats, nigga.
You did Thundercats was great. What you mean?
I did Thundercat.
You comparing Thunder, don't
I did
you comparing
Martin.
Thundercats to Taxi? You
Why
comparing
why you
Thundercats
always
to
have to
Taxi? Thundercats is a classic cartoon. What are you talking about?
Taxi is a classic sitcom. What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't see no movie for Taxi. They ain't
They
do no
don't need
movie
no
for
fucking
Taxi.
movie for Taxi.
You damn right because nobody care for it. They ain't no series for Taxi.
No, because they know it can't be duplicated.
Sure they
That's
can.
why.
They can if
It
they
can't be
wanted to do a TV
duplicated.
series for Taxi, they could do it right now in this day and age. They have a TV series for Fatal Attraction, so they could definitely do a TV series for Taxi.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
They can't capture the right formula. That's all I have to say.
Come on, man.
What? I'm being dead.
They have a TV show for just about anything. They could definitely do one for Taxi if they wanted to.
Yeah, they can, but the original Taxi had a lot of heart, had a lot of charm. That's what people forget. It was about group of workers in a blue collar lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? The dark side of going to the American dream. People forget about Taxi.
Okay.
But
Thundercats was a classic toy line and cartoon.
I mean, I like the Kiss. It's cool and all that, but it's not like I'm on my favorite cartoons and shit.
They
Because
got
I
it.
got
I don't even know if you could do a live action. They might have to do a animated one for that. That they did
yeah.
with Mario. So
Well, I still got to see that movie too.
I don't know. Not everything is gonna look good in live action.
Right. And then Saturday at 10 p.m. before I go out, I'm gonna do Gloria Gaynor with the Love Tracks album. So
Yeah.
leftover from the disco review. I kept my promise. So yeah.
Cameron let me know or losing weight was my joint.
Yeah, losing
Prodigy.
weight.
I love that beat. That the let me know joint was fire because he sampled the old NFL, Monday Night Football theme song.
Yeah.
That was great too. But I love losing weight. Thoughts on CNC? CNC was good for their one album. I got their first album. That was a good album. I enjoyed it. I don't think they get talked about because like people didn't really know what to, what are they? Are they hip hop? Or are they techno? They were everything. They were everything in one. They were R&B. They were techno. They were a little hip hop, house, and they wasn't really. Well, I can't even say they wasn't respected by the hip hop community, but they did
Because they
numbers with
jacked
it.
Arthur Wash's voice.
I mean, well, yeah, that too. That controversy also happened with that, but they sold numbers with their first album.
Yeah, it was a good album, but let's be real. That house music, I have a love hate relationship, especially when some of these house artists like a lot of the black voices and not give them the money for it. But that's another
Right.
story for a different day.
Right. I mean, because
But
house was already being done in hip hop. You had Jungle Brothers, you had Queen Latifah, you had
yes,
Fred
yes,
G. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it wasn't
that West
accepted.
Out.
It's just I don't feel like they were fully accepted by the hip hop community at that time.
Right. Cameron Girls or Cameron Leave Me Alone Part 2. Hmm. I haven't even heard both songs to be
Vanilla
honest with
Ice is a different story. He was just arrogant and he lied about where he was from. A lot of things happened with him with that. I'm not even comparing Vanilla Ice to CNC. You
you. Ray
can't
Sean
come in
said
the
you might.
game and act like you the best MC all the time. You know what I'm saying? And you got one hit.
Right.
And then you line about where you from. Are you from Dallas? Are you from Miami? Where are you from? Then he's jumping genres. He's growing his dreads to do reggae. He's doing alternative rock. Like, make up your mind. What are you? Are you a rapper? Or you a rock star? What are you?
Didn't he lie about how he got in a street fight?
That too. He lied about a lot of shit, and
He
I think
said he
that's
was
what
stabbed.
pissed people off. And then at the time, you like at the time Hammer was big, so it made it look like you was biting what Hammer was doing. You wearing same parachute pants. You trying to dance like Hammer. So he fucked his
But,
own self up. I like Jamiroquai. I like his music.
ooh,
Definitely.
that
Space
first
Cowboy.
album.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
The
fuck with him.
1997 album too with Virtual
Yeah.
Insanity was dope too.
Even the last album he did a couple years ago that was fire.
Virtual Insanity. Yeah, I loved when Arsenio Hall put him in his place. I don't give a fuck
Right,
what he.
right. Marky Mark actually has talent though. He was the sixth member of New Kids on the Block, and then he left and he did the rap thing. But Mark Wahlberg is a great actor.
Hmm. Okay. I don't have to do that much shit tonight. Okay, perfect. What's y'all talking about? What's your
Ray Sean said
favorite
he might do a
Maroon
hate all
five?
movie.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, you doing Tiny Toons too? Oh, I was thinking about doing Tiny Toons too at some
Nice.
point. Hey
Favorite
Arnold
Maroon
and
Five
Tiny
album?
Toons. The first
The
album.
second one, Hands All Over Me. That was my favorite one. And the Five album.
I just like songs about Jane. That's it.
That was good. That was a good one. His Marky Mark's
What's
first album is better than Vanilla. Anything Vanilla Ice got out, way
agreed?
better.
Cameron's Come Home with Me or Eminem the Eminem Show. Oof.
Eminem Show,
Mmm. Damn. I'm gonna have to go with Come Home with Me, honestly.
great album.
Yeah, both great albums though.
Yeah,
Darmel said, "Do you think Night to Remember?" It is the opener. What you mean?
yeah. It is the opener. They just got the track listing wrong on the vinyl. It is the opener.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he wasn't here when that shit. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it could have been the opener. It could have been in the middle.
I don't think Adam Levine is not a good. I don't think it's not a good singer.
I think he's a
I mean,
great
that's
singer.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I can listen to him than Omarion.
oh yeah.
You know, Jessie Ware. Yeah, she got a new album out. Definitely gonna hear that. I loved her last album.
Just I never heard of her.
Yeah, she's from overseas. She does like R&B, dance music.
Okay, man. Answer a few more people because I gotta work on some shit.
She's dope. If you like dance music, if you like well, I mean they consider her R&B. She's more like dance music to me. But her last album was fire though. You know what I'm saying? Her first song, I forgot the name of it, but she had ASAP Rocky on her first single when she first came out.
Oh wow.
You know, I think it was on her first album, Devotion. You know, she's a very underrated. She don't get a lot of publicity over here in the states. You know what I'm saying? Because she's from overseas, but she's a dope artist.
Mm. And that usually the truth, you know.
Yeah, a lot of overseas artists. I mean, well, certain ones, not all of them, not all of them, because Adele is from overseas and she gets a lot of publicity, and Ed Sheeran and
Oh,
Sam Smith,
the bad ones. Well, Sam Smith is good.
the talented ones, the ones that's gonna be here for a long time.
Like I can vibe with Sam Smith, but all the other ones, nah, nah.
You're not a fan of Ed Sheeran
Hell no.
and Adele. Well, we already know you hate Adele. We already know that.
Yeah, Martin Gaye's family about to rip this nigga Ed Sheeran up and shit.
Yeah.
They about to do him
I
like Robin
mean,
Thicke.
it sounds similar. It do sound similar, but I don't think he had that in mind. I don't think he went in recording that song knowing it was Marvin Gaye.
You never
You know,
know.
I mean, I don't know. Look, Robin Thicke got in trouble, and since then it's like they trying to cancel him too.
Nah, Blurred Lines did that trick.
That's his biggest hit, and he came out with an album after that, and he got slept on.
Oh yeah, that Paul album. No, that was horrible.
he had another one, Heaven and what was it, Heaven and Hell? I got the album too. It was good. It just didn't get no publicity.
Because you know the black people embraced Robin Thicke more. Once he did Blurred Line, that's when all the white people started loving him, and that's when he
Yeah.
started feeling himself. And he let Hannah Montana twerk on his ass and shit on the VMAs and shit.
He lost his wife because of that.
How you lose your wife because of Miley Cyrus? You know,
Yeah,
because that was an era when Miley Cyrus wanted to be a black girl for like 8 seconds and shit.
right. Alicia Cara, yeah, I heard her first album, but I haven't heard nothing from her since first album.
CQ, I
Have
agree
you
with
heard
that.
of Dazzle? Nah, who's Dazzle? UK
I heard of
local
Dazzle, I just never heard their music.
Dazzle. I never heard of them.
Then they're like a dance group, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, yeah, Q. Justin Timberlake is not a good singer. John B is better. I agree with that.
Mark Ronson is dope. I definitely like Mark Ronson. He's dope.
Isn't that the nigga that did that song with Uptown Funk or
He did.
whatever?
Yeah, that was on his album.
That no one, I thought that was familiar. That was familiar. Okay.
He's a DJ producer.
Yo, Khalid Uchez's new album though. That
Yeah,
shit's fire.
I'm gonna check it out. I saw her at Coachella. She killed it. You know.
Okay, man, that's a few more people. Have you heard of an Australian singer named Chella?
Chella. I
Nah.
don't know Chella. Yeah. I've only listened to her first album, Ray. So I don't know. I haven't listened to nothing else after her first album.
I got to hear Tyler the Creator's new album.
Huh?
I got to hear Tyler the Creator's new album.
Yeah. Is that out already?
Let me hold on. I think so. Hold on. Yeah,
Yeah.
hold on.
Mark Ronson did a song with Ghostface. I think Nate Dogg was on that joint.
Damn, this shit 24 songs. Oh shit. Okay.
His last album was long. Wasn't his last album long?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
was it Flower Boy? We had like 20 something tracks on there.
All right. I know I heard that Smokey Robinson Gasm album too.
Yeah.
That shit was pretty good too.
Jane's Addiction.
Love them.
I know like some of these songs. I wasn't like a huge fan of them.
Of course, man. The rock artists I like, you're not a huge fan of.
I like what's the song though? Was it Mountain Man? I like that song.
Mountain Song. That was
Mountain
good.
Song, yeah. I like that song.
I love Shane says you done with Sergio. Treats
I
it
mean,
like a rag.
you
You
know,
know what?
but Perry started Lollapalooza. You know what I'm saying? He's a legend.
Exactly. Then they had Dave Navarro.
Yeah,
Very
Dave
dope.
Navarro, great guitarist. He did stuff for Christina Aguilera on the Stripped album.
And the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which
Red Hot Chili Peppers, yeah.
people always shit on that One Hot Minute
He
album.
was he was married to Carmen Electra,
Oh Jesus.
and that broke up.
Not surprised. Yeah, I need to get me their first two albums are my favorite.
Yeah,
Remember Pharrell Happy, that song is overplayed.
I don't even want to hear that no more.
I mean, that's my favorite producer, isn't it?
He's one, but I don't want to hear it. I don't need to hear it though. Yeah,
I want to talk about the first Pharrell solo debut because that's actually a dope album.
in my mind,
Yeah,
In My Mind was a great album.
that's just all over any RD album. I
Yeah,
don't give a fuck.
and he had East Coast, he had West Coast, he had Southern artists on there. Phenomenal.
Hey, see, I told you I like Pharrell solo shit more than the Neptune shit. I told you, man.
Well, I mean, as nerd, they do alternative stuff. As the Neptunes, they only put out like a compilation joint.
I hated that lap dance song. Don't even get me started on that bullshit. Don't even get me started. Of course,
That
Sam
dance
like
was
lap.
cool. I mean, that was cool. You know,
Let me ask you a question. Do you like albums with longer tracks or album with short tracks? As long as I like pretty much all the album, the majority is not filler, then it don't really matter to me.
I like albums with long tracks because, especially when it's a good artist, like Redman,
Ooh,
he was known for doing 20+ tracks an album.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I think like that. Now they say people got a short attention span. I don't believe it though. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know, we had short albums. Thriller was 9 songs. Purple Rain was 9 songs. You know what I'm
Hot
saying?
Button Soul was 4 songs.
Yeah, we've had a lot of classic stuff that was had short tracks, but I came from an era where especially for hip hop, the albums were long. So when I look at like a 10-track album, and if it's not fully 10 tracks, and it's like 5 tracks and then the other 5 was the interludes, that's not a real album to me. That's an EP. You
I agree.
know what I'm saying? Like Illmatic was 10 tracks. Only thing we had was the intro to begin. There was no skits. There was no interludes. It was nonstop bangers. You know what I'm saying? And I love longer albums than short albums.
Yes, yo, dog, are you tripping? Surface will blow Shalamar
Nah,
off the butt? Hell no. Hell fucking no.
I could. They have like maybe 3 big hits. I want to say, Happy being my favorite, but I
I
don't. I
hate
don't. I
that.
think Shalimar got more heat than Surface.
I hate that happy song.
That's a classic. I got that on vinyl. I love that song.
I don't give a damn if you got it on
Classic,
cassette tape. If you don't really
classic.
like it.
That is a classic. So that's a song I never. This the songs is I don't get tired of hearing. I don't get tired of hearing Happy.
It's too happy for me. Even when Coogee Rap sampled that for Fast Life, a
Oh,
great
so
song.
what would you rather hear? Happy from Pharrell or Happy from Surface? Which is the better Happy song?
Damn,
I'm going with Surface. I got tired of hearing that Pharrell song, and I love Pharrell.
I might go with Pharrell.
Wow. This is a guy that said Pharrell makes cafeteria beats, and you're going with his most overplayed song ever over Surface. I don't know.
Boy,
I don't get that.
Pharrell Happy was on the cafeteria beat.
Yeah, because he changes his sound now. His sound is different. He ain't doing cafeteria beats no more.
That whole surface, only you can make. Nah.
I love
Even
it.
when Coogee Rap sampled that for Fast Life, I kind of prefer the Buck Wild remix.
No, I love the original one.
The original one was
That was
cool,
that
but
was Escobar. That's Escobar zone right there.
yeah, it was the beat fit more. It was written and because 4, 5, 6 had grimy shit like "Taking the War," Executioner style
Yeah.
for the brothers. What's
Well,
this?
well, well that was, yeah, exactly, because Nas was in the Escobar bag, and he wanted to accommodate Escobar with that song.
Mm.
That's what he did.
That was just Cold Chillin saying, let's let Coogee Rap make his own juicy.
Oh my god.
Cause I can see Biggie use that sample
Yeah,
better.
Biggie could have used it too. You know,
Yeah,
if
Puff
Puffy,
with
if
Puff was a
Puffy,
masterpiece
if
on
they could
the track.
actually clear the sample and Puffy paid Surface for it, because you know how Puffy is,
Yeah,
not paying the higher plays and shit. You know, I
hot
love
take.
it, man. I don't think they got any album that's fucking with Shalamar shit though.
It's like 2 more people. Sam said I prefer longer albums. Okay,
Oh yeah, Roots of Evil was great. Definitely
that's his best album. I don't give a fuck what
yeah,
no one says.
great
Solo
storytelling.
wise, and even like the song like "Can't Stop the Shine," it still fits Roots of Evil. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of happy-go-lucky kind of beat. You know. Now let me ask a try a question before we leave. AZ's Whole Happy Jackie or Cool Rap Fast Life?
Coogee Rap Fast Life.
You over Whole
That's
Happy
not even my
Jackie?
favorite song on that's not even my favorite song on Do or Die.
That song's a classic.
It's
And they
great.
had a
It ain't my
classic
favorite.
cool in the Gang sample too.
Sugar Hill, Rather Unique, Mo
Okay.
Murder,
Okay.
Uncut Raw. Those are my favorites.
Okay. To me,
Um,
more money, more
Give me
murder.
yours. Give me yours is
Ooh,
great
okay.
too.
Okay, I can't deny. Okay, I can't deny that. I can't. To me, more money, more murder. Give me yours. Whole Happy Jackie, Uncut Raw, and surprisingly, I'm going with I Feel For You. That one kind of grew on me in
Okay.
recent years.
Oh, Happy Jackie was cool. It's not like the best Buck Wild beat ever. You know, it was cool.
Yeah, I mean, but it was something different for Buck Wild, you know.
Yeah.
And you know me,
I love
I'm not the biggest Cool in the Gang fan like that. You know what I'm saying? But that the way how he flipped that little children sample was dope
mhm.
as fuck.
I love Buck Wild with OC and the Artifacts,
Yes. Okay.
Beastie Boys remix,
Ooh.
Funk Dubious remix. That's the Buck Wild I love.
You
Oh,
know, I
Happy
never heard
Jackie
of
was cool. It's not one of my favorites on that album.
it was amazing. All right, last question. Sam says, Cool Rap, Hey Mr. Mister or Taking the War? You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Hey Mr. Mister.
Taking the War. Love that beat. Mister was good because of the shit he was saying on there.
That beat was dope too. What you
That
mean?
they banned that from radio. Radio couldn't play that shit.
Yeah, that was really supposed to be in 456, but
He should have put that anyway. That should have been like a hidden track. Just put it anyway.
you
I mean,
know,
cause I mean, everybody do hidden tracks. Like you see that on rock albums, you see that on R&B albums. Like he could have put that as a hidden track.
right.
What's Erica Badu's best album?
Ooh,
For me, it's Baduism. I think that's her best album.
yeah. To me, it's crazy. Every album in her discography consistently is her best album.
Right.
Worldwide is her third best. New America, like it's her discography is pretty consistent. And then throwing a live album, you're good to go.
Yeah, New America Part 2. I really enjoyed that one too.
Yes,
That
that
was
was
dope.
very great.
Yeah. She don't have a bad album to me.
Hell no. All right, I'm gonna end off this video off right here. All right, thank y'all so much for watching this review. In case you guys missed it, we talked about Shalamar with the Friends album.
When y'all get the vinyl, just remember the track listing, the 82 OG. I don't know about no repress, but the 82 OG, the track listing is different from the actual vinyl. So you want to play the actual track listing in order is on the vinyl. The track listing on the back is not the same as the vinyl. I just want y'all to know that before y'all spend your money on eBay for it. I'm pretty sure this album's out of print. At least the OG copy. You know,
Right.
I'm gonna ask Eric when he get out of YouTube jail, what if he has an album and on what format? If he has it on CD, I want to see what the track listing look like on CD.
Yeah. Shout out to Eric, man. Fuck you too in this jail shit.
Get out of jail, Eric. We black. We ain't supposed to be locked up.
Right. So just catch us Tuesday at midnight when we do the final part of the R&B list. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't want to miss this episode. A lot of shockers gonna
What
be
time you doing that?
midnight.
Okay. Oh, midnight. So Ashley's gonna be up for that?
Yeah, because she don't work until Thursday.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Catch us on that date. And also catch us this Wednesday when we talk about Black Eyed Peas' first album. I'll get more of my thoughts about the group. So that's an episode y'all don't want to miss too. So subscribe to my channel, subscribe to That Ain't Rap. Oh, before I leave, when do you want to do the Bel Air season 2 retrospective?
I'm gonna watch the last 2 episodes tonight because I haven't watched them yet.
Okay, man, just let me know.
Um, yeah, and I got some videos coming this week. I will be talking about the WWE draft for both SmackDown and Raw. I'm back on my wrestling shit, so those videos be dropping like on Tuesday. Shout out to Rotten Island Records. I went to that record store this past weekend and did a episode at that record store. That'll be coming up probably in May. Shout out to Digging with Demi. Subscribe to his channel. I'll be doing more stuff
Okay.
on location in the summertime with him. So look out for that. And I got some treats, Reg. I ain't even show the vinyl. I'm gonna wait
All
till we
right.
do the collection again in August to show the vinyl. I got some rare gems on vinyl.
Okay. Say
Yeah,
less. Say
and he gave it to
less.
me for free. He gave it to me for free. So shout out
Can't
to
deny free
Rotten
shit.
Island Records. I'm gonna definitely go back to them and get some more free shit. So shout out to them.
Yes. And also, speaking of vinyls, I'm definitely gonna start on the vinyl collection late May, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just gonna show y'all the vinyls and what I got in my collection and shit. Every vinyl in my
Nice,
collection. I'm gonna make sure
nice.
everything's in alphabetical order and shit like that too. So you know how that shit goes. I like to keep my shit
I'm looking
professional.
forward to that one.
All right. Yeah, it's gonna be hot. Gonna be some hot
Yeah,
shit. Got some gems. Got some rarities.
yeah.
I got some off the wall shit. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? So hope everyone has a very good night, and I'll see y'all later.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.